Market ends on a low note. Should we be worried? Let's talk about it on the weekend update. Okay, friends, let's take a look at the market. Here's what you need to know. First up, this is the market the way we've always looked at it. Red is the S&P 500, orange is the 50-day moving average, purple here is the 200-day moving average. And what do you notice? Well, we're sort of in that testing phase on the 50-day once again. And the reality is we really haven't left the 50-day test since all the way back in, let's put it at December of last year. So we're coming up on almost 3 months now of a testing period. An extended testing period like this, what does this look like? This looks like consolidation to me. And consolidation basically means this is a period of time where the market is going to go sideways. There's a whole bunch of chop of up and down action. And you want to be careful not to trade too much because this is where you can get chopped up pretty quickly. So that's the bad part of consolidation. The bad part is, hey, we're going to go sideways. We're going to have up and down days like this, and it's going to feel like we're directionless. And I know that you would prefer if we had days like this, where the stock market goes up every day and your accounts, grow every day. I get it. I know that's what you want. But there actually is a positive to consolidation. And what you notice here is the 200-day moving average. And so, basically since 2023 and all the way through, the market has just been streaking higher. And to my eyes, the eyes of a professional, the only time that I really start to get worried is when the S&P 500 is very far away from its 200-day moving average. This was back in July, and I think we were probably 20% ahead of our 200-day moving average. And what that means is that the market can drop a tremendous amount before we get any signal as to whether this is, something bad, something not to be worried about, or something good, something okay. So there's a long range. There's a lot of pain before we get any signal. But when the market goes through consolidation periods like it's doing right now, what do you notice? Well, this 200-day moving average is the average of the 200 last prices on the market. And so what you notice is it's starting to tighten up. From where we are right now, we're probably what? That's maybe 8% or less away from our 200-day moving average as of right now. And so what that does is that helps tighten up the signal. And the longer that we stay in this sideways pattern, the more that this 200 is going to continue to move higher and tighten up our signal. And that's good for two reasons. One is if we need to take action, the spread between where we are and where we start doing something, that starts to narrow. So we're a little bit more reactive faster. But the other good thing is that remember that the 200-day is very strong support. 50-day is great, but every once in a while you can lose the 50-day and do a 200-day test. And so, there's actually stronger support here at the 200-day than the 50-day. And it's been a long time since we've had a 200-day test. So I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to consolidate, if the 200 continues to move higher, and maybe we get a test on the 200-day, maybe somewhere in that 580 range at some point in the future. All of this would be very normal for the market. I wouldn't worry about any of these developments. We have to go sideways sometime, and it's good that we do, because every day that the market goes up, someone out there somewhere makes a bold decision, whether it's buying a very speculative stock, whether it's buying on margin, whether it's, taking a really big risk or a really big gamble, maybe making a position too large. And so it's good to have these periods of time where we can clear out some of that speculative excess. And that's what a consolidation will do for you. So there we are. Market looks fine. I get it. It's not going up, and it hasn't been for about 3 months now. But all of this is very normal, the very normal cycle of the market to me. I'll see you next week for the news review. Take care. Okay, friends, that was the video. Hope you liked it. If you found it informative, good, entertaining, I'd love if you could scroll down here beneath the video and give me a like there. It helps us out with the algorithm. And then if you want to be notified first of anything new that we upload to the channel, if you come over here, click subscribe, you'll be the first to know as soon as we upload anything. Appreciate it. See you soon.